Mohammed Sabri Soliman, an Egyptian national accused of injuring a dozen people in a Molotov cocktail attack on a pro-Israeli rally in Boulder, Colorado, was charged with a federal hate crime on Monday. Officials said the 45-year-old used Molotov cocktails instead of a gun because he was barred from purchasing firearms as a non-citizen. Acting U.S. Attorney for the District of Colorado J. Bishop Grewal said Soliman spent a year planning Sunday's attack.
But what the charges allege that he did was to throw Molotov cocktails at a group of men and women, some of them in their late 80s, burning them as they peacefully walked on a Sunday to draw attention to Israeli hostages held in Gaza. We fully intend to hold Mr. Soliman accountable for his actions, and these charges are the first step.
According to state and federal court documents, Soliman told investigators that he wanted to, quote, kill all Zionist people, but had delayed committing the attack until after his daughter had graduated from high school. Investigators found 14 gasoline-filled Molotov cocktails near where the suspect was detained. The police also found a gasoline canister in his car parked nearby and a weed sprayer filled with gasoline at the scene. Soliman told investigators that he had learned how to make the firebombs from YouTube. He was already facing an array of state charges, including attempted murder. The attack was the latest act of violence aimed at Jewish Americans linked to outrage over Israel's escalating military offensive in Gaza. It followed the fatal shooting of 2 Israel embassy aides that took place outside Washington, D.C.'s Capitol Jewish Museum last month.
Good afternoon. We are on the record at this time in 25 CR 785. This is the matter concerning Mohammed Soliman. Mr. Soliman, are you able to hear me through the microphones over you? Good. May I have appearances of counsel, please?
Ken Kuffner, appearing for the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Catherine Harold on behalf of Mr. Soliman, who is present in custody.
Mr. Soliman, good afternoon. This is the first advisement, and I have just a couple of matters that I need to cover with you. I'm going to ask many of the questions that I have to your counsel, but I need to first address you directly and make sure that you have received and that you understand the protection order that the court just issued. It keeps you from contacting any of the people who are named as the victims in the alleged offense. Did you receive the protection order? Do you understand it?
Yes.
Thank you. Ms. Harold, I know that Mr. Soliman has seen a video that addresses his rights during the case. Do you waive further formal advisement of those rights, or would you like him further advised?
I waive any further reading or advisement, Your Honor.
Thank you. With respect to bond, the court previously set bond on the written affidavit. It is set at $10 million cash only. The court has not done any non-monetary conditions. I'd like to know if either party wants to address either the amount or any non-monetary conditions of bond at this time. Mr. Kuffner?
Your Honor, I am going to reserve any bond argument for the future, so I don't have any response with regards to non-monetary conditions either.
Judge, we are fine addressing it at filing of charges.
Okay, so no changes to the bond at this time, remains $10,000 cash only. And with respect to the filing of charges, is it accurate that the parties believed that the appropriate day was Thursday afternoon back in this courtroom?
Judge, we would jointly ask for Thursday, June 5th at 3:30.
Yes, Your Honor, the defense is available at that time.
Thursday, June 5th at 3:30 back here in this physical courtroom for filing of charges. Anything further from the people?
No, Your Honor.
May I just have one moment to speak with Mr. Kuffner?
Yes.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. In that case, that concludes today's proceedings. I will see you again on Thursday at 3:30 in the afternoon for filing of charges. Mr. Suleiman, thank you for appearing.
All right, Mr. Solomon.
I'm going to come back there and talk to him right there for a second.
Multiple people were injured by a man throwing firebombs in Boulder, Colorado on Sunday in an attack the FBI and state police are investigating as an act of terrorism. Authorities say a 45-year-old man threw incendiary devices into a crowd near a demonstration to remember Israeli hostages who remain in Gaza. Several people were left with burns, and the suspect was apprehended.
It is clear that this is a targeted act of violence in the
FBI Special Agent Mark McCulloch shared details of the attack.
Witnesses are reporting that the subject used a makeshift flamethrower and threw an incendiary device into the crowd. The suspect was heard to yell "Free Palestine" during the attack. The subject has been identified as Mohammed Sabri Solomon, and he's 45 years old.
In a post on X, Trump's Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller said Solomon had overstayed his visa and had been allowed to work by the previous administration. He added the attack was further evidence of the need to, quote, fully reverse what he called suicidal migration. Reuters was not able to independently verify the suspect's immigration status. Colorado Attorney General Phil Weiser and Colorado Governor Jared Polis have denounced Sunday's attack on social media. Polis said in a post it was, quote, unfathomable that the Jewish community is facing another terror attack here in Boulder. The attack comes shortly after last month's fatal shooting of 2 Israeli embassy employees in Washington, D.C. Tensions were already high in the U.S. over Israel's war in Gaza. There has been a rise in anti-Semitic hate crimes since Hamas's 2023 attack on Israel, according to Jewish advocacy group the Anti-Defamation League. Last year, the group tracked over 9,300 cases of anti-Semitic harassment and found among them a significant rise in assault cases. Meanwhile, incidents of conservative supporters of Israel led by US President Donald Trump branding pro-Palestinian protests as anti-Semitic have also increased.